Remember, some of the things that you hate about yourself are some of the things that other people love you for. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I just scream like, listen, I keep on saying this, but you need to be in good condition to feel good about yourself. Look at me right now. I'm bummy, I'm dusty, just wait. Now do you understand what I mean when I say a haircut can make so much difference to your confidence? But at the end of the day, this isn't for anybody else, this is so I feel good about myself. I'm going to show you how to turn that frown upside down. So in this video, I'm going to teach you how I learned to feel good about myself. Now this isn't going to be a 1, 2, 3 step trick to automatically boost your self-esteem and after this you're going to feel amazing. But it's just going to give you a bit of an insight as to how I became to feel better about myself and how I grew as a person. I think one of the main things is just accepting who I was as a person and understanding I'm going to have faults, I'm going to have things that I'm not great at, things that other people are better than me at. And I might even come down to things like looks. There's going to be someone out there that's always going to be more attractive than you, that's going to have the hairline that you wanted or always knows how to deal with a situation that you can't deal with. And that's fine. And I think a lot of the experience was learning that it's okay to not be perfect, it's okay to not have those things, and learning the things that I do have and the things that people might want that I have that they don't have. The killer's always in the comparison, and learning to stop doing those comparisons is going to take such a huge weight off your shoulders, it's unbelievable. There's not a magic cure to things. You're not always going to feel confident, and that's cool. There might for instance be social scenarios that you're not comfortable in. You might feel awkward when you go into big groups of people, like me. I'm a extroverted, introverted, extrovert, depending on who I'm with, depending on the time of the day. I haven't actually come to the bottom of it yet. Going into a situation like a party and you've got low self-esteem or you're not very confident around people, it's not going to really be of any help to say, I'm going to smash this, I'm going to do this. At the end of the day, the best that you can do is go into the scenario and just give it your all. You might not feel comfortable, but time after time after time of doing things repeatedly, you're going to get better at them. While you're looking around that party thinking, that guy's got this girl has that, this guy has this. People are also looking at you and thinking the same things, but we're also drowned in our own self-worry that we don't tend to see others. Social media is also another thing that we can't run away from. In 2021, every single person has an Instagram account, a YouTube account, and so on and so forth. I'm not going to sit here for 1 minute and tell you to delete all your social medias so that you don't have access to them anymore. But what I am going to tell you is this: use your platforms and your social medias productively. You need to build a set of boundaries with yourself that you're actually comfortable with. So for me, for instance, I realized that whenever I'd scroll through Instagram or scroll through TikTok, it would make me feel uncomfortable, and I can't particularly pinpoint what it was. It was just a gut instinct. So I made a rule for myself. The only time I'm going to go on social media is to post my own content and to do things like reply to comments of people that have engaged with me. But I don't go in there for even 5 minutes in a day to look at what other people have posted. Now, fair enough, I might miss out on some good posts, some hilarious stuff, but overall I just knew that it wasn't for me and I had to cut it out. In that same respect, it's for you to be honest with yourself and find out, does scrolling through Instagram make you uncomfortable? Do you find yourself comparing yourself to other people? And if you do, that's something that you shouldn't be doing anymore. Just because you have access to something doesn't necessarily mean you should use it. Now, as I showed you in the beginning, I got a haircut. That haircut made me feel great about myself because when I look at myself, I'm at my best. But what I don't want this to encourage is external validation. If you value yourself based on how people value you, you are going down the quickest route to feeling shit about yourself. The reason why I do nice things for myself, like get a haircut, is so that I can feel the best about myself. Buying items like designer clothes, for instance, they're gonna make you feel good temporarily, and you might get some compliments from other people, but it's not gonna solve the deep-rooted issue that you have inside of you. If I had to narrow down one factor that actually boosted my confidence the most, I think it'll be this: working on myself. Now, self-growth is one of those things you honestly can't put a price on. Not only is it going to distract you from the outside world, but it's also going to allow you to develop and build all the things that you want from your life. An overall state of happiness is always going to make you more confident because it just makes you feel at peace with yourself. And that's what we're going for here. I think I've said this in other videos, but it's so easy to not believe in yourself and to give up on something before you even started, thinking I can't do this because, or I can never be that person because, but you can. Don't kill your dream before it's even started. That also means things like waking up earlier than you normally do in the morning, challenging yourself, going to the gym, pushing yourself. All these little things just reinforce how much of a badass you are. And that's honestly what you need when it comes to building something like self-esteem. You need to remember how much of a badass you are. And I know sometimes it's easy to forget when you are comparing yourself to other people, but we're gonna stop that, aren't we? Aren't we? Promise me that. But at the end of the day, confidence is an outside representation of your real self-esteem inside. And the only way you can build that self-esteem is by working on yourself and being more connected to yourself in general. Be more mindful of how you feel when you're in certain situations, how you feel when you're around certain individuals. If you were to just stay in bed every day and do absolutely nothing, are you surprised why you have low self-esteem? It's because you're not going out there and getting all the things that you really deserve. This isn't an overnight step, and it's not an overnight change. Neither is it a week journey or a 2-week journey. It's going to be a journey that you're going to have to go on for the rest of your life, slowly maintaining things, and over time things are definitely going to get easier. I say definitely, but I hope that they will. But the longer you take to get to know yourself and live with the bad and the good, is the sooner you're going to accept yourself for who you really are. Accept your weird, unique traits, like me for instance. Sometimes I wake up in the morning and I just scream like, there's no sense to it, there's no malice, but I love who I am as a person. I love my uniqueness, I love my weirdness, I love my obsession with Japanese culture. It's those little things that make us who we are as people. And the more comfortable with who you are as a person is, the less you're going to be concerned when you feel like other people are judging you. There's nothing bad that somebody else can say to me that I don't already know about myself, and that's a really strong thing. Once we've already gone through our bad traits and our good traits, we already know the things that plague us and we already know our downfalls. So all we can do is work on the ones that can be changed and accept the ones that can't. I'd like to end this video by saying, boys, keep yourself in the best condition that you can do. Get your haircuts. Listen, get your hands, get your feet done if you feel like it, if that's the type of guy that you are. Make sure you keep your hygiene up, cream yourself, make sure you're glowing, make sure you feel like you're glowing and you keep yourself at your best. Girls, if you want to get your hair done, get your hair done, keep your nails nice. And for everybody, no matter how you classify yourself, all of these points overlap. But in order for us to gain our confidence, we need to give ourselves all the help that we can. And that means putting ourselves in the best position to thrive and to grow as people. Confidence for me came from things like going to the gym and improving myself, working more harder on the things that I really wanted to do and not focusing so much on work, focusing more on my own hustles and the things I want to achieve long term in life. The closer that I got to those goals, the better that I ended up feeling about myself, because I realised, wow, no matter who I thought I was before, I can achieve things. I can do and be the person I wanted to be. It does take a while and it does take some getting used to, because in the beginning you're going to feel like an imposter. You're going to feel like, I can't do this. The way that I'm acting, it's not even me. But after a while and before you realise it, you're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to feel different. You're going to feel like the new person that you always wanted to be. And it might sound cliche, but you will get there in the end. I love to hear about you guys' experiences and how you cope every day from day to day with your self-esteem and how your confidence affects your everyday life. So comment down below how these things have affected you in the past. And if you made it this far in the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Remember guys, none of us are perfect, but that's what makes us human.